wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Jess is on maternity leave, and we have Lauren filling in, and we got a special guest in the building.
Big Chloe.
Chloe Bailey. Welcome.
Hi.
How you feeling?
I'm
Gorgeous.
Thank you. I'm feeling really good. I'm
Good.
happy to see you guys.
Happy to see you too, cuz. You doing a lot of movies.
Happy to see you,
It's my
cuz.
cousin.
I know.
You be forgetting.
So that's like real.
Yes.
Okay, because he be claiming stuff and people, and I be thinking he a little
I don't
off.
claim nobody.
No, but it's real.
Yes, you do.
Except for Chloe.
Okay.
I be proud too. I be like, yeah,
You
that's
proud?
my cousin. Yes, I am.
Oh, look at that.
Lauren, could you not find a way to hate this morning, please?
Okay, well,
Jesus.
Sorry.
Now, Chloe, you just rapped Goons.
Yes, I did.
The Exorcism.
Mm-hmm.
Fight Night is out.
Mm-hmm.
How do you have time to record albums?
Oh, you working.
Oh, yes. Well, I breathe music, so I do it in between. When I was filming Fight Night, I was going back and forth between Coachella rehearsals and everything like that. So you make time for what you love.
And how was doing Fight Night? Because you had so many people in there. Kevin Hart, Samuel L. Jackson, Taraji, so many people. How was working with that cast?
It was amazing. Every time I'd go to set, I pinched myself. I specifically remember like during a lunch break or when we wrapped that day, Taraji and I, we were in our sweats, doing stunt rehearsals. And I was like, this is insane. Like, I look up to this woman and, even doing the scene with Samuel L. Jackson. And I was just like so pumped and nervous right before. I was like, okay, you got to hold your own because this is Sam. And he was just so gracious, and Kevin and Don and Terrence, like everyone's just been so amazing. And I love Will for even putting me in that space.
Do you keep it cool with them, or do you ask them a lot of questions? Do they have to tell you not to call me Mr. Jackson, not to call me Miss Henson?
I think I do a pretty good job at keeping it cool.
Okay.
Of course, inside, I'm not going to lie, I fangirl.
Right?
I'd be lying if I was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm chilling. No, it's an honor to be in the room with them, and it's just really exciting. And I definitely did learn a lot, like a sponge.
Any intimidation at all? Because they have so many years in.
Of course. Are you kidding me? Of course.
But you're your own star. But I'm just, asking, like, because they've been doing it for 20 plus years.
Yes, we're all our own star in our own right, but it's always nice to have figures to look up to. So when there's people in places that you wish to be and who have experienced things that you have wished to seen, it's really amazing when you could be in a room to pick their brain,
Got you.
And you play Lena Mosley.
I do.
So who is she?
Lena, she is technically one of the guys. She's the only girl a part of the robbers.
Oh.
Yes.
So you're getting busy.
She getting busy. Robin.
So
You know how to shoot a gun in real life?
No.
Oh, okay.
I want to learn.
Yeah, you from the South. You got to learn.
I know. I know how to box.
Oh.
I've never had to use my skills, but I do know.
So you've trained boxing, you know how to box?
Yes.
How much would I have to pay you to punch your cousin in the face?
Oh,
you
I
should
would
do
not
that for
do
community
that.
service.
You should do that
No.
for community service.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I got to fight in this room every day. Why?
He starts the fights in this
That's
room
not true.
every day.
It's okay. It's all right.
See, she
You got
my
me.
back.
That's what got him where he at, the coddling. Back to Lena, because you said she's one of the guys.
Yes.
So explain to me, like, when you say she's one of the guys, like, how does she fit in the world of like the gangsters and the thieves and?
So she goes undercover.
Okay.
So she convinces Chicken Man, who plays Kevin Hart. Well, Kevin Hart plays Chicken Man.
Yep.
And she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna be a part of one of the Go-Go Girls."
Does she give this energy? Because
She does give this
Okay.
energy.
All
And
right.
what I really love about her is her weapon of choice is her hairpin.
Oh.
And that's like, it personifies a woman. It's feminine, it looks cute, but she will cut somebody with it.
Right. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hairpin.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel to be an auntie now?
It feels amazing.
Okay.
It's like life has an extra layer of meaning.
Mm.
I love Halo so much.
How are you with the baby? Changing Pampers, changing diapers. Are you that auntie, or you don't want to be like, this is your child. You change the pamper and then bring her back.
I'm the fun auntie.
Okay.
I do all the fun stuff with him. So I keep all of that stuff for them.
You're going to be a rich auntie in the future, too.
Oh,
She's
yes.
rich right now.
Keep that energy when he wants some money.
Oh, yes,
In
I
the
will.
future.
I will spoil him. Anything. Halo, what you need? I got you.
Word.
Does it make you want to have like your own babies? Like, does it make you kind of prepare for that?
Absolutely. Not for a while. Like
Okay.
at
What's a
least,
while?
Like 6 years,
Okay, 6 years. How old are you?
26.
Okay.
I think 6 years is good. But, you can never really plan your life. It's all really on God's timing. But if I could,
Right.
I'd say like 6 years.
Got you. And then as like auntie, I know your sister talked a lot about like going through postpartum and all that stuff. are you guys like, how is she doing with that? How do you help her through that? Because I know you didn't experience it, but you guys are so close. So
Yeah. Well, I don't want to speak on her journey necessarily, but no matter what each of us go through, we're always there for each other, no matter what. And I'm just happy that we can cling on to each other. Like, even when I'm in need or need her, like, she's always there for me, as I will always be for her. Like, I'm mama bear when it comes to Hallie. Like, I always protect her.
does it bother you, like, when you see stuff online with, like, when like the memes of your nephew and, like, with DDG, he's always posting the videos, the haircut thing. Like, does that stuff bother you?
Well, that's not my baby. He is my baby, but he's
Good to
not.
see a nephew, though.
He has great parents, and I'm happy to witness him grow.
Got you.
Yeah.
You know, the album is called Trouble in Paradise. And I know you spent a lot of time in St. Lucia. You said that it inspired the album. What was the inspiration? What about St. Lucia?
Ooh. Okay, so St. Lucia has been like my sanctuary. I have found peace there, comfort, happiness, joy. And not saying that it erases life's problems, but it makes it a little bit easier to deal with. So I literally wrote away my troubles in paradise.
Wow.
And what I love about this body of work is it feels like what a summer fling feels like. You know what I mean? It's exciting. It has its ups and downs. You know, it's not too serious, but then again, it really feels heavy.
In the moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the moment, it just feels
Yup,
like
girl.
this is the one. But then it's like,
Then
oh,
by
no.
Labor Day, you like, you know what? What was I even doing?
Yeah, exactly. So I love the project.
Do you remember a place that you found peace before St. Lucia?
No.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
So when I found it, I was like, this is what it's like to live.
Yeah. And so you're a Cancer, so you like water.
Of course, you
Yeah.
know.
Okay. Wow.
When you say to live, is it because, like, you've been famous and, like, kind of in the spotlight for a long time? Or do you just mean, like, just because they live differently, they're very free on the islands? Or, like, what do you mean by to live?
It gave a new definition to living, because this is all I've known my whole life. You know, I've been in the spotlight, or however you want to call it, since I've been like a little girl.
Right.
So my life, you know, my goals, my dreams, my aspirations, what makes me happy, it's all been based on my career and how people view me in that space.
Right.
But it's also about your internal, your character, how you feel mentally, your heart. And when I went there, I was like, okay, this is true peace. It has nothing to do with how people view me as an artist, but actually as a human being.
I was triggered by your album a little bit.
Why?
Not gonna
Tell me
front.
why.
He's light skinned.
Yeah.
That's
Hold on, let me
what
get
it is,
myself
'cause he's
together.
beige. Everything
Share
triggers
with
him.
me.
Are you about to cry?
Almost. You have a song on there called Rose, and I'm not talking flowers.
Yeah.
We had a conversation on the Breakfast Club one day about how women use the rose and how men.
You got to dig deeper. Don't tell the story if you're not going to tell it. 'cause
Yeah,
I'm going to tell
we
it.
can go there. It's all right.
You need to dig deeper.
Can you
Are
tell
you
me?
laughing back
Yeah,
there?
he has some issues.
If you're going to tell this story, you
no.
need to tell it.
Yeah, he has some issues. Go
Can you
ahead.
tell right my tears a little bit? You know, some men look at the rose and not flowers as cheating, and you want women to charge the rose. But how about men?
Now, that's not fair, because if you think a rose is cheating, then you could say porn is cheating.
Some people do consider porn cheating, though.
I don't.
Like, there are some people who be like, we have to watch it together. We don't need to do it.
Now,
at
that's ODing it. People can have fantasies.
all. Okay.
So this song, she really idolizes the rose, and I don't like
Your
it.
eyes are really
You buried the
teary.
lead, though. Tell her about the book, King. Tell her what you wrote. Tell her about the part you wrote in your book.
She wrote away her troubles.
That's right. You wrote away yours
Talk-
as well.
talk
Oh,
about-
I have to hear this.
Yes, please.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Wait.
Me and my wife have been together since 16.
Love it.
Hold on.
When we first having sexual relations. Don't look at me like that, because you triggered
Okay,
me
I'm
now.
just waiting. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm
It
going
was
to hear.
hard
You need
for
me to
me
hold
to
your
make her
hand?
orgasm. Hold my hand,
I
please.
got you.
Wait, why are you talking about this?
It was in the book. We
Listen.
wrote it in the book. We fine
Okay,
now.
okay.
But for 5 years,
No, 10. Don't you dare cut that in
You
half.
see what I
It
look
was
at? Get
10.
your cousin. You see what I'm saying?
It was 10.
Was not 10.
Years. You said 10 in the book. I
don't
read
you
the
laugh.
book.
Don't you
I read
laugh,
the
Chloe.
book.
Don't you laugh.
I'm not
But for a
laughing.
while, it took me
10 years, Chloe.
Stop it!
A decade.
I could not make her reach orgasm.
You can't get to
That's
no
why he hates-
points.
that's
Just
why he
get
hates
there
toys.
already.
That's-
Dang.
I couldn't get there. That was the
That's the
problem.
That's why
You
he
ain't
hates
getting
the
nowhere.
roses and
That was the
stuff.
problem, and I couldn't get there because you know what? I used to watch porn, and I used to think bang, 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 bang was the way, and I realized it wasn't. And now the rose triggers me.
That's why he hates toys.
Yeah.
You just need to build yourself up so that you're not triggered by materialistic things.
You're right.
You have to better yourself.
You're right.
And that'll solve the problem.
You're right.
It should be an addition to you all's love.
Right. So,
I agree. That's sound advice.
wow.
Thank you, Chloe.
You're welcome.
And why are you laughing back there? I see you laughing back there.
Oh, she is cracking up, honey. She's having a time over here. Especially when he said 10. When he doubled down, she
No
almost fell off the
goddamn 10.
couch.
So she told you that? She was honest about
You
it?
gonna bring it
You
back?
should be honest
So
about
I'm
that.
really intrigued.
Okay, so let me tell you what happened. We've been married 23 years.
You
together
said this
30
already.
years. I know, but I want to tell her.
You know, in
back
therapy, when
because
you
we good
repeat
now.
yourself, you know, in
That's
therapy,
a
when you
beautiful
repeat
thing,
yourself,
though.
you
We good now.
looking for a
Communication.
breakthrough.
Yeah.
But it happened during an argument.
She probably got tired.
And she was like, exactly. And then it was bad. But we worked. We worked.
He tried to flush the rolls down the toilet. That's how mad he got.
I actually ran over it. I put it out in the car, ran over it. But yeah, but we good now. But
Okay.
we write about it in the book so couples can learn from my mistake.
Okay.
Any more questions, Chloe? Want to trigger me
You
some
brought
more?
this up. You ain't know.
No,
You brought this
I'm
up.
happy that it's ended in a positive way.
Thank you. I
okay.
hate this place. Go ahead.
So this album, and even just hear you talking right now, I feel like this is you're a lot more like open about just you relationships wise, like sexuality. I saw the video you posted when people were reacting to the lyrics and you was like, y'all, like it's life, it happens. Like how has that been coming around, even being in the public eye, like the dating stuff? I know there was a photo with you and Gunna. How is all of this new world for you? Because you're a lot more like you're here, you're sure of it, you're
A new
confident
photo
in
of
it.
her and Gunna?
Well, it's not that new, like it wasn't yesterday, but there was an additional one outside of
Oh,
y'all.
shoot.
Y'all were in
Sucky,
LA,
sucky,
so y'all were
sucky.
in LA. Remember, you guys were in the store shopping, and then you were like,
Wow.
no. He came here. You're like, no, we're just friends. And then you performed with Offset, and then there was a photo y'all at the party afterward. Y'all are just
Oh,
sitting
yeah.
next to each other in the photo,
Oh, yeah,
which sparked some more rumors. So
Lauren did her homework on you.
this I
Nah,
love her. I
she
like
is
watching
great.
her.
I see.
You are no. I gotta give
Look,
you.
I got my
props.
pen in my hand. I'm at work.
No, you that girl.
Thank you. I
Yes.
appreciate that. We ain't gonna get around the question though.
Oh no, I'm listening.
I
I'm
want
not
to know.
deflecting.
Okay, so I want to know two things. First of
Okay.
all, I want to know, right? Because you are who you are.
Mm-hmm.
He is who he is. Talking about Gunna, and it's tough sometimes, and people critique you a lot about you're a woman and you date and you have sex and you do these different things. So, is that tough trying to date at all? Removing Gunna from the situation.
Yeah. Well, one, I'm really proud of everything that he's doing. Two, honestly, it is tough to date because even if I just want to go out to grab a bite, say talk about music, if it's anyone of the opposite sex, it's like, oh, that's what she's dating. And I want people to focus on me and my career. I don't want to be connected to every man that I'm standing next to.
Right.
So because of that, I mean, I am naturally a hermit, but because of that, I'm just like extra cautious.
Yeah.
You know?
And it's unfortunate though, because you are in the phase where I'm sure you're dating, wanting to meet new people, and it's a fun thing to be able to do.
Yeah.
You can't do it publicly, but since those photos were public at one time, and I know you guys have denied it, and then the Offset thing happened, what's the synergy there? Like, is there nothing there for real, or?
You want to know the status?
Yeah, like I just want to know. I feel like every time we get told there's nothing, then it's like
Yeah.
y'all find each other somewhere.
Well, I mean, we're both in the industry. He's doing his thing. I'm doing my thing. He's doing really great, by the way. So it's just all love. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you
ended that
writing
well.
nowadays more from a reflective standpoint or as a storyteller? Because, you know, I hear records like Might As Well, where you say things, I'm like, I might fly a nigga to the south side, let him hit it first night, then fall back.
Jesus.
You know,
That's the new Chloe I'm talking about. My girl, you here now.
so it's like my external doesn't say these things, right? But my internal feels them. So when I write, it's like coming from a standpoint, this is what I'd say to you.
Right.
If if I had the gall, the
Got you.
gumption.
I like that for you though.
You fly a man out for real?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why you can't fly a man out? If you like him, you
What?
wouldn't do it.
She ain't gonna be dealing with no brokies.
No,
They
I
fly
didn't know.
themselves
No,
out.
no,
Now, I
sometimes
didn't
you
say
just,
that.
if a man is treating you well, you want to treat him sometimes.
But
Brokey.
I don't think I would do that. I mean, maybe I'd go there instead so that I'm
Got you.
flying myself.
Okay.
You feel me?
So if
Yeah.
you were dating somebody that might not have it like you did, you wouldn't say, you know what, boo boo, I'm gonna fly you to me to LA, or I'm gonna fly you to me to St Lucia, or I'm gonna fly you to wherever.
I would want them to at least be able to get a flight to see me.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, you know,
People
because
forget that
I
you-
don't want to be like, I don't want to play like the masculine role and like make him feel less than. So I'd rather not even visit that.
People forget that you're 26 years old. I think a lot of people still look at you as the young teenager singing. Do you have a hard time with that?
No,
No?
it kind of makes me laugh, especially when I have no makeup on. I do look 15, and I do have like a young spirit. So I mean, it's okay. It's sometimes I'm like, gosh, I'm 26, 4 years from 30. Like, let's let it go. But
What does your dad and auntie say about those lyrics? Because you're such a family person,
yeah.
and usually your dad's here. So what do they say when they hear those lyrics?
So my godmom, she's the first person I'll send the songs to, and she knows me like at the back of my hand. So she will laugh a lot to the lyrics, and then she'll also push me. And what I really love too about how Want Me came about with Sis and I, when I played it for her, she was like, "This feels like a Chloe and Halle record," and I kept looping that in my head, and I was like, you know what? So then I wrote Sister's verse, and I was like, "Do you want to hop on this with me?" And it was nice that we got to have a collaboration together after 2 years. So it's like little things like that that I won't always be privy or open to that she'll like call out. So it's always nice to have someone that you'll trust. Now, if a song is, she'll tell me.
There's too much.
Yeah.
Are there ever any songs like, because you have Temporarily Single, All I Got, where like you opening up about stuff where you're like, don't listen to this one, y'all. Like skip over that one. Like, do you ever have to tell them that?
I always get nervous anytime I play my music. Anytime.
Really?
Yes. Because I'm bearing my soul in the song, and it's like, okay, yeah, this is me. I don't really show this. This is me. So it's like, I hope, people will like it, even the ones closest to me. Like, I'll get nervous. I'll have my head down, listening, looking up like this. Yeah.
I love the relationship you have with your godmother too, though, because that you hear people say, "Oh, I'm the godmom, I'm the goddad," but you don't see the godparent really act like it.
Yeah.
Like she really holds you down like that.
Yeah.
Has that always been the case?
It has.
Yeah.
Like, she's the first person to show me what unconditional love truly looks like.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all anybody godparents?
I
Yeah.
am.
Me too, but I don't act like it.
You got.
I don't know
me
what it
too.
entails. Like that's what I'm saying. When I see them together,
So
I'm
it's
like,
like if
Yeah.
something happens to, they will take over. Like, I'm Halo's aunt, but I'm also his godmom.
Wow.
got you.
That's fitting for y'all though, because I don't know who else is like. You guys are the closest. I've never. It's y'all.
I know if I would have been like, excuse me, why am I
Right.
not the godmom?
But it makes sense when you got a relationship. When somebody just labels you that, and then you don't really have a relationship with the child.
With the child, right.
And then something happens, you're like, I don't know this person. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I
I
mean?
think I think we all godparents on birthdays and holidays, right? Or you're not? You don't send gifts at all?
I don't even know what it means. That's why I say when I
Oh,
see
my
them, it's
gosh.
like, oh, okay, that's how it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be like your backup angel. It's like
Yes.
like you might need to call them for
Yes.
something. You might
Got
need
you.
to, God, Dad, I need some money. You might need to, hey, advice. Like it
Yeah,
depends
my
on the
guys stay close to me all
relationship.
the time.
I like how you said like
What
the
advice
little
is that?
backup guardian angel.
Yeah, I like
That's
that
how I
too.
think
I
about
like that.
my godmom, who's also my aunt as well too.
Yeah.
It's my grandma's sister, but I feel like we are like kindred spirits,
Mm-hmm.
and it just God made it that way. Like
Yeah.
But I have a question for you about you mentioned like when you play your music for people and people hear your music, you always get nervous. How do you deal with critiques? Because I know John B came out and that was like a whole thing when he said that you and Gunna song that you remade of his the what song was it? The They Don't Know was ratchet, and people were upset at him for saying that. Like, how did you feel about that?
Well, John B is an incredible artist. If that song didn't exist, we couldn't sample it. So I love what Gunna and I did to it, and I'm sad he feels that way. But hey, everyone has opinions.
He also said it didn't get cleared. I was like, it had to get cleared.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it had to get cleared for it to be sold.
She was like, look, I just.
Did you know who John B was before that?
of course,
Okay.
of course.
Why do y'all think that us
John,
younger
get on
people?
NBA ass,
No,
John.
I'm just
B.
asking.
Don't
No, don't get on his. Get on yours too.
I'm just
Literally,
asking-
they talk to me
I'm
like
just
because I'm
asking the
younger.
question.
I'm just like doo. It's like
No,
I might not know everything,
no,
but
no. It's really important to like listen to her and trust like the youth and like she's a smart one.
put it here,
When's
girl.
your birthday?
November 22nd.
Are you a Sag?
I'm
I love
on the
Sages.
cusp.
I love
Scorpio Sag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It don't have nothing to do with youth, Chloe. It has the fact she sometimes not sure.
What?
People just don't be knowing stuff.
Okay.
That's all. That's it.
Yes, but if she doesn't know something, we can't say it's because of her youth.
Yeah, she just don't know. That's where you got to inform her. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. It's just little things though.
Like what?
Like what?
What you mean?
you wanted to add, you wanted
She
somebody
didn't
to
know
ask
we
you
call Latifah a queen. She didn't know it was Queen Latifah. That's kind of
No,
crazy.
that's not true. He asked me, did I know Queen Latifah's real name? That's what he asked me.
That's not true.
They started from LL Cool J.
Yeah, I didn't know LL Cool J's real name because I'm like, it's LL Cool J. Like, what do you mean? That's the
Those
stuff.
are things I think people should know, though. But that goes back to when we were younger. We had to read the album credits.
Correct.
Or like we would watch the movies, watch the TV shows, and look at the end credits to see what people were doing.
That I do miss. I feel like that art is gone. Like that's something that I would have appreciated. You know.
Do you really feel like Nice Girls finished last?
So I do feel that way, and in your case, your wife did. So that's good.
Was that a stab?
No, that's what the song's about.
What is that? A stab?
That's what the song is about.
Jesus.
Oh.
How did I
That's
get
what
this
the
stab?
song is about.
On face value, that was such a
That's
Chloe
what
is
the
a petty
song
cancer.
is.
Don't let it fool you. Don't let all of this fool you.
That's
She's
what
a
the
petty
song is
cancer.
about.
Explain the lyrics.
That's what the song is about.
Now everybody gonna go
Nice
listen
girls
to
finish
Nice Girls Finish
last
Last and
because
get-
we
Oh my
cater
God.
to the man. We cater to the man, and the nice girl finishes last, and then we reference Janet Jackson at the end on the last line of the song. That's what the song is about.
Was that a stab, Chloe?
It was not. It
So
was not.
So
Was
basically,
that-
you're saying that women should speak up for themselves more, and if they're not getting what they want,
It's like
Say it.
it's like a innuendo.
Yeah.
And are you also speaking like romantically, like sexually as well too?
That's what
and
it is.
Yeah, because you wanna. It's all about like pleasing your partner. Sorry, Emmy.
It was not a stab.
No,
It was not
I
a
wish this
stab.
was TV. They're gonna see it on YouTube. But the way she looked at Envy and said, "And that's what your wife felt."
Give him the rose.
Oh my God.
Somebody told me that he needs to you.
I don't want no rose. Put that rose on the other side. I want those roses over here.
You want
I don't want
this?
fake roses.
I'm
over
sorry.
here.
I'm sorry. But that's what the song is about. That's what it's about.
Okay.
Like taking the back seat and like
No, I
letting
feel
your
you.
partner, you know.
As a woman, like, because one of the things that I feel like I'm learning right now is
She's single. She's single, by the way.
I am, and I'm enjoying it.
Not
Period.
temporarily.
Independence.
Hey, not temporarily either, Chloe.
That was good. Yeah, that was good. No, that was good.
I keep that there because I be having to throw stuff at him. But I've been enjoying it, and
Yes.
I will say though, like one of the things I had to learn is like how to take a back seat because I wasn't just natural, like that wasn't in my household. But then he made me forget everything I was about to say.
You were saying you were single.
As a woman who, you know, you're very career oriented, you have a lot going for yourself, all that stuff. How do you deal with knowing when to take the back seat and knowing when to be like, no, I'm not doing that, because you don't want to intimidate the guy?
That's a really great question. So for me, I like to be babied a bit. Like, because I am in a field where I do have to lead and speak up for myself and, you know, command the room and everything, it's nice to be able to come to a space that you're comfortable where you
Right.
can let that down. I feel like every woman wants a protector. They just have to find the man who can protect.
Right.
And I feel like that's when we don't feel that way, that's when we feel like we have to stick our chest out because it's like fight or flight. But when we feel like someone is capable enough to carry us, to shield us, you know, when the storm gets crazy, that's when we kind of take that backseat role. So it's really about who you find comfortable being that vulnerable with, I feel.
I agree with that. You're so calm. It's very,
Really?
Yeah, you're very chill.
Shit,
it's
not the way she threw that dart at Envy just
She
now.
No,
threw
but
that
even
shot.
that, I loved it. It was
Vicious.
I don't know how to shoot a gun. I never
angry.
shot a gun before.
I can't tell.
I couldn't tell.
Now, being that you are who you are, Chloe, do you really feel like fuck your status when it comes to guys? Because you got a song that I'm called FYS.
F your status, yep.
Do you really feel that way? Do you really feel like all I need is love? I don't need nothing else. I don't
She
need
need
the money,
loving
the
for you to fly
cars, the
yourself to her.
diamonds, your position, job.
Yeah. Honestly, yes. I still want someone with drive and someone who has ambition so that we can build each other up. But I think being in a world where it's so superficial and everything is based on what you have, what are
Right.
you doing next, this, sometimes it gets a little suffocating and redundant. So it's nice to just have someone who loves you just for you.
So you would date like somebody that wasn't in the industry?
Oh, yeah.
Like a guy to drive UPS or something like
No. But someone not in the industry.
that. Yeah, got you.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of times too, when people ask that question, I mean, it's fun, like I get it, but like when people ask that question too, like one of the conversations people don't have is sometimes like when finances aren't right, or like even just status, right? Like we could both be making the same money, but I'm more outward than you are. I've never come across a man that has been secure enough in himself to be okay with that, and it causes problems, even if you don't bring them in. And that's why women, we kind of do that to protect ourselves sometimes. So I think it gets unfairly thrown on women. You're very successful. It gets unfairly thrown on you when you say, oh, I have a preference. But the preference sometimes is to protect yourself.
But what would be wrong with a UPS driver? That's what somebody would say.
Everybody has a preference. Nothing's wrong with a UPS driver. Nothing's wrong with them at all. Would I date someone? Maybe, maybe not. Just like everyone has a preference. They like a woman with the big booty. They like a woman with tiny titties. Everybody has a preference.
You wouldn't date somebody short, though. That'd be out, though.
I would date someone who I'm the same height with heels on.
Oh, okay. I know some, I've known somebody who's kind of your height.
Who?
Okay. We've seen them in photos together already.
Oh.
Why do you keep going back to this? What is this?
Because
What are you trying to
I
ask
think it would
for?
be such a fly couple.
Like, what are you trying to ask?
I'm
here?
asking you, would you, like, if today he's like, we need to do this, would you lock in? Like, is the relationship there where you guys are friends enough? I understand you're just friends now, but you guys are friends enough where you would be like, you know what, I would explore this.
I think we're both living like our own lives.
You're so good at this.
You good at what?
Your answers.
I'm just being honest.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we're just living our own lives, you know?
Did you like his physical transformation?
Yeah, I'm really proud of him. It's always great when someone transforms their life like that, you know? Really
He did it
proud
the
of
right
him.
way. No surgery, no BBLs.
He looks great.
Yeah.
Were you asking her that or telling her? I'm confused. Were you confused when he said that? Get your cousin.
So
I told
stupid.
you.
Lauren, what's your problem, yo?
Nothing.
Jesus Christ.
Nothing at all.
Can we?
Well,
go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, you open the album. I think it's All I Got, but correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
And you talk about like there's like a guy who he's like not the fall guy, but he's always there for you, and he's always there for you in all the right ways. But that's not the guy you like or want to be with. But then there's this other guy, like you have this is the ideal guy, but he doesn't know how to be there for you in the same way. What's your experience been like with that? Like, in
She wants to ask which one is gonna. That's what she wants to ask.
What inspired that song?
So what inspired the song? You guys love talking about him. What inspired the song?
Kind of crazy.
I didn't even say that.
Right.
I literally didn't even say it this time. I just was interested in that
because
you know, I think every girl has that.
Yeah. What inspired the song, though, for me is that you want to feel safe and secure, but then at the same time, you also want someone to push you out of your comfort zone. So it's the catch-22 because we all just, it's life. Life be life.
So you like the bad guy, or you like the guy that's gonna keep you secure and a safe bet?
The latter. The latter.
Should men listen to your albums and like use it as a blueprint? Like, should they use it like how people use Steve Harvey books? Or is this the stuff you're writing? Do you really mean a lot
They
of
can if they would like to.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, there might be some girls who have experienced things I've experienced. There might be not, but it was really fun, you know, just coming from such a stance of power as being a woman and being in the islands, you know, just looking out at the water as I'm creating this music. It was just something about it. It was just like.
So you recorded the whole album in St. Lucia?
I did.
Wow.
I did. We had a villa, flew out, producer, engineer, and it was just so nice. And every night we'd go out, experience the music. I'd go swimming, come back in, record. It was just the most freeing experience, to be honest.
Did you do the mud bath thing in St. Lucia?
I did.
Okay.
Yes.
How
Sulphur
was it?
Springs.
Silver Spring.
Sulphur Springs.
Sulphur
How was
Springs,
that?
Amazing. I love it. It's so cleansing.
What's fun, relaxed you? Like no work in St. Like on a day where you're not working in St. Lucia, you're not Chloe. You're just somebody that's there and like experiencing and have a good time. Like, what are you like? Are you the staying on the couch friend? You're the spa friend? Like, which one are you?
I'm the friend who has my bathing suit on and my big baggy sweatpants, and I go straight to the beach and I lounge out there all day, and I'll eat good food, or be on a boat and jump off.
Adventurous friend.
Yes,
There you go.
adventurous friend.
I also read one time that you said you enjoy acting because it helps train your brain not to aim for perfection.
Yeah.
So have you been striving for perfection in everything else, like your career path, your personal life?
When it comes to performing and music, you kind of have to. You're only as good as your last performance. And, you know, you rehearse for hours to make sure the choreography's perfect. You make sure you can sing the song perfectly so that it's like, so, you know, for me, I just love acting as well because it's like it taps into a piece of me where I can be really raw and vulnerable and open. And when you are channeling an actual human being, there's beauty in the flaws.
And how hard is it to try to chase perfection though? Like, because I feel like you'll beat yourself up if you don't feel like you're doing things perfectly.
You'll constantly, it'll be like a endless cycle, like a hamster in a wheel. And for me, there's so many times I've done that, but it's like it'll be a losing battle. So it's a catch-22 as well.
Because a lot of times that can lead to like depression. That can lead to like anxiety because you think you're not doing things.
You're not doing enough.
Yeah,
of course.
What was an experience that made you like realize, okay, like I got to learn to step off the wheel? Like, do you remember a moment where you're like, oh, I'm hitting rock bottom right now. I got to step off the wheel.
I think it was last year. And it was like, when you kind of go numb a bit and you kind of, nothing really phases you.
Yeah.
That's when you're like, okay, I've lost feeling. How do I get that back? You don't want to ever give up to a point where you stop caring.
Yeah.
So I'm happy that my love and care has come back. But what I really appreciate is how you constantly do talk about mental health because it is important. And I feel like, especially in the Black community, it's overlooked or like it's frowned upon sometimes. But more recently, it hasn't been. But I think therapy is important. I think, talking to the people, your loved ones, so that you're not suffering or going through anything alone. I think all of that's important.
Did it help you get out that space, like therapy and?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
If you don't mind.
And this one over here.
God mama.
See? Yes.
Yeah. You said a line one time. You said people who you think will be there for the rest of your life, people who you think have your back through and through, they have the knife. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Wow.
That's life. And I think what has been healthy for me is knowing that everybody goes through kind of the similar thing.
Absolutely.
It kind of takes me out of the moment of being like, woe is me. Like, of course, I still do, I'll be like, damn. And I'll allow myself to feel. But it's like, okay, someone is going through something similar. You're not alone. And it's like, okay, this is just life. And that's how I'll generalize it to keep pushing.
You know how to set boundaries?
That's my big learning lesson right now. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
Where were you, if you don't mind me asking, what was going on in your life at the time where you had to step off the wheel and you got numb? Because I remember what I was going through specifically.
It was a factor of things. It's like, I think there's always that little cherry on top.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh. But what is important is that you always continue to get back up and having people who can help you get back up. So I'm standing now.
There you go.
How was it when you and Holly got back in the studio?
It was amazing. We were in New York, actually. We had like a press event here. And I was like, sis, okay, here's the verse. You like it? She's like, I love it. I was like, come. She's like, okay, I'm bringing Halo to the studio. He was there at the engineering board with me. And she just sounded so beautiful. And she just pushed the record to be even more special.
Wow.
Is it hard to get her to do anything other than be a mother nowadays?
No, she is multifaceted. Like, she's doing so much. She's been filming, taking care of Halo. Even when I was filming in New Orleans, she came to visit me for a weekend because I was like feeling lonely. So I was happy.
I know you guys do your it's tea time.
Yes, it's tea
and y'all
time.
started it back up, and I saw Halo was in one of them. What it is like, because you've always been close, but now she's a mom, so she's experiencing different things. Is the relationship different now, or is it the same, but you just have to know she's also a mom too? Like, what was that like?
In a really weird way, it's gotten stronger.
Wow, okay.
I can't explain it. It's just like, I think because we both have a deeper appreciation for life now, seeing something so pure and innocent like that, it has made our bond stronger.
Y'all women now. Like, so it's like a different level of womanhood.
And that's what I feel through this project. That's why I'm like, you here, like I'm happy for you.
Thank you so much. I'm happy that you enjoyed it.
Well, let's play. Can we play a joint other than Rose off the album?
I think we should play Rose.
I think we should play Rose on
think
Rose.
Rose
We
is
can
the
play.
theme
We
of
can
this
play.
interview.
Honestly,
Favorite.
Okay.
'Cause
Favorites
23
featuring Anderson
years,
.Paak.
you her favorite.
There you go.
Boom.
Yes, I like that. You made up for it. There we go. There we go.
True cancer. Shoot you, heal it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You laughed a little longer, she'll shoot you again.
You a Cancer?
Yes.
Oh yes. Wow.
Absolutely.
Ooh.
Oh my
6/29, July 1st. Yep.
You're July 1st?
No, I'm 6/29. You July 1st.
Oh, I was like, it's like, hold on. I
That's
didn't know
right.
this.
Well, it's Chloe Bailey. We appreciate you for joining us.
Thank you.
It's the
Thank
Breakfast
you.
Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.